Je suis dans le QG de Starbreeze. Juste littéralement l'endroit le rêvé pour moi. Je suis très très content d'être là. Donc c'est parti. Bonjour à tous, je suis donc avec ALmir Listo.
Bonjour.
Nice. Ouais, très bien, merci. Voilà, donc je suis dans l'office de Starbreeze et on m'a apporté une enveloppe qui est celle-là. Donc je sais pas ce qu'il y a dedans, peut-être de l'anthrax. Je sais pas ce qu'il y a dedans et je vous avouerai que je suis un peu inquiet. Et what's in there? Oh, sorry. Oh, guys, yay. Oh, elles sont trop bien. Je sais pas si vous voyez, oui, vous voyez les bombes, petites bombes overkill. Elles sont sublimes, elles sont géniales.
These are overkill socks, as you can see, that were given out to employees only,
Wow.
as part of a Christmas gift. We know you're a big collector of PAYDAY.
No.
And we figured rather than just to give you stuff you already have, better to give you something that you might not have. And you can also wear them, right? But then they get destroyed, right? So you'll have to pick your socks.
God, really nice.
It sounds strange for people when we give you a socks as thanks for coming here. But really, it's our way of saying thank you for coming here. You made a long trip, and the least we can do is give you a couple of soft socks to wear on your way home.
Yeah, for Christmas it's perfect present for it.
Cheers.
And that will be join my hoodie, Starbreeze hoodie.
Oh, you got a hoodie as well.
The Starbreeze hoodie, yeah.
And a bit with the torn logo also, which is how it should be. The old Starbreeze logo has this torn look, not this completely white look as you can see in the lobby.
I'm pretty happy for that. Really, that's
you're welcome.
The perfect gift.
It's from the team.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you all the team. How goes Neo?
He's well, thank you very much. He was very sad I left home today.
Why?
We have I would love to bring him here, but you have to respect that people have allergies, some are afraid of dogs and so on. Even though Neo is a small dog, you can still get afraid
and
of
a cute
him.
one. We can find him on Instagram.
Yeah, thank you very much, Neo.
Sebastian, for starting, what was the community feedback about the ALmir mask and the cancel of the old codes made before?
It was more understanding than expected, to be honest. With the backpack hangers, they were supposed to have been destroyed, but they weren't. Our supplier went bankrupt and the masks went away. But yeah, it was unfortunate that we couldn't get them back. I guess they were auctioned off in China somehow. But we couldn't let the black market or gray market kind of sell codes either, so we disabled the codes for everyone with a fair warning a few days ahead.
But you managed to grab one yourself. You got the Dallas one.
I have all of them.
You have all of them?
Yes,
Wow,
yours
well
too.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Wow, that's cool.
I have a question to ask about cheaters.
Yeah.
Why let this system in the game if it's not really working nicely?
I think we can both answer this. So I think early on the issue with cheaters and the challenge of handling that situation started when we launched the game back in 2013. And because the game is built in diesel, every engine has its own unique challenges and opportunities that whatever the tools can do. And in our case, because the game was designed in such a way that it's the files you store are local and not based in a server, that means that you as a user have the files on your computer, and by having them there you can also access them and modify them. We never tell you to do that, but some people do. While that has allowed for a lot of cheating, what it also has allowed is for the modding community to thrive, and because they were so easily, some of them, able to change things and make things better for many players also. Sebastian, you have anything to add on that?
No, it's just what ALmir said. It's not that we don't want to do anything about cheating, it's that we can't without making this game server based and removing the opportunity for mods, and that's not something we want to do. It's unfortunate that people bring their cheats into public lobbies. If there's one thing I would have fixed, it would be that they, cheaters play with the cheaters. But even that is such a huge amount of work that it's not really feasible.
Okay.
Our current policy, I think, is to just ask people kindly not to play in public lobbies when they cheat.
Yeah, and
do what you want, but
you always in any video game where you have an opportunity to play against a complete stranger, they might be using cheats. They might be much better than you are at the game, and are playing as Smurfs, Smurf accounts or whatever, right? So if you want like a perfect Payday experience, you probably should play with 3 of your friends or some people you know. But even your friends might cheat, or screw up your game in other way. So
if you look at games like Apex Legends, the first month 750,000 cheaters or something.
Yeah.
And they have a whole department set aside to deal with cheaters, and they still can't do it. And we have like 2 guys.
Okay.
Who have other jobs as well.
But you get our meaning, right?
Yeah.
So it's for Payday 2. We're not looking to do any major changes when it comes to that now. But it's a topic we've talked about a lot in the past also.
So the position of Starbreeze about cheaters is please don't.
Yeah.
But if you do, well
please don't. I mean, our position is use the games as we gave them to you, right? You buy a game from us and you play it. There are modders out there and people who like to take whatever they buy, and tinker with it and so on.
I do some mods
Yeah,
too, so yeah.
And we can't, say, yeah, go ahead, But at the same time, we can't, if there are a million cheaters, we wouldn't be able to, lock them up or whatever.
Sure,
yeah. It's also, I think the important takeaway in this question is that a lot of video games have issues with this, and it's not an easy solution to fix. Yeah.
Okay. In the past, the hostage rescue team was in the game from set free civilians on the map, and they are not anymore in the game for some not scripted, but the line from Bane, hostage rescue team incoming, still in game. So maybe one day can we see the hostage rescue team come back or never?
I think that the line is still there from Bane is a bug that should be removed. But do you have a good answer on this, Sebastian?
I actually tried to figure the answer to this question out beforehand, and I asked like 4 people, and nobody could remember quite why.
Yeah, okay.
We'll
have a look at
there
it
was
then.
some sort of problem with them, but.
And I think it's like that again. Payday 2 is a live service game. It has live action elements for sure, but it's a live service game. And I think a lot of designs we made in the past, some of them were great ideas. Some of them were ideas we scrapped. So I think stuff like that.
One other reason was that it kind of broke the flow of the game with the raid. What's it called? Assaults and down periods. The HRTs were kind of outside of that, so they kind of didn't fit in anywhere.
Yeah,
cool.
For you peoples, what's your best souvenir about updates or DLC from the beginning of Payday 2?
Best souvenir, like best memory?
Yeah, best memory.
Yeah, like like releasing the game, I think, is one of my best memories. Just reading everything, both the good and the bad. Just seeing everyone having thoughts on whatever we as a team put together. I thought that was cool. Yeah.
For me, it's starting Payday 2 back up again. When we released Border Crossing, that was huge. Me and Elizabeth, who are the main community contributors, we tried to prepare as much as we could for any sort of potentially negative feedback. But when it finally happened, it was so much positivity. So it was we prepared for months, and all of that preparation we didn't need to, because it was just the overwhelming joy from the community.
Yeah, it was a very smooth launch, and a great memory for sure. So there you have 2 of them.
It's not wrote here, but I have another question from the collectors community. In the completely overkill pack, there was 2 pictures of preview from all mask in, and one of those masks was the Mega Zombie, and is replaced in game by the Mega Watcher now. What's arrived to the Mega Zombie?
That's a great question. Another one with an answer. I can't remember exactly why, but we don't mind. We don't mind talking about the completely Oracle pack because it's something that we've resolved with the community,
Sure.
right? And especially during that time. But just to give context to what you're asking, as part of the completely Overkill pack, you were given a series of items, right? And after the community and us discussed, and we tried to appease them because they were frustrated because of the way it was handled. We tried to create more content, and why we switched to cosmetics there, I can't remember exactly why. Yeah, but yeah, sorry guys,
So-
not a good answer, but it's all we got on that one.
No answer for these questions. Maybe one day it will be added in game. No. What's your favorite characters, guys?
I think my answer is boring, but it's Dallas, and I think for me he symbolizes Payday for me. You know, he's been in my eyes, he's not the formal leader of the Payday gang. He's the informal leader of the Payday gang, and he's the representative, the ambassador in a sense of the Payday gang. And I think Dallas' narrative and the way his character has been treated by us over the years, I think. The character is still very interesting, and I think when we shared some recent images of Dallas and how he will look, people were really excited, so that made me really happy. How about you, Sebastian?
It's Sydney, because a lot of people complain when you join a lobby as Sydney.
I guess I should say
And
thanks.
I like making people angry.
Okay, so Salt.
No,
There you
I like her style. She's good.
You played the game, I think, a bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah,
Okay, so hours.
I've got on my private account. I got a few hundred hours, but when we made the game, you know, back in the day in 2013, I was, you know, playing day and night on Xbox developer kits, PlayStation developer kits, you know, because we were testing the game. You know, I was a producer, but when you're a small team, I can't just say I'm a producer and I just do that. I was also QA, so a lot of us were QA testing. So thousands, but there are a lot of people here who have many more hours than me.
Yeah, sure.
Especially shout out to the QA team. They are the ones who have hours in the thousands. Yeah.
Okay.
I think I have around 600 hours across my Steam accounts, but then I've played on the developer version as well, with making trailers and taking screenshots and so on. So 600 hours plus.
Cool.
I have a Twitter question for you. What's the secret for your bird?
For my beard.
It's a meme. So
Yeah, positive attitude, you know, being healthy, being happy, and going to a good barber.
Okay, so Poxel12, the tweet is on your screen. Poxel12, say me that.
Tell him I said hi.
Voilà.
Hey,
So it's done.
hi right back to you. And that's
I
great,
think
you
it's-
know. I think the Payday community is fantastic,
Hello.
you know. That's
Yeah,
where
yeah.
we're talking to each other like this.
We all know the Payday Twitter man is kind like a good man who like jokes. But in reality, I think it's a team, and I think Elizabeth is the leader of the team. So is that true or?
You think? I can't comment on that.
So no answers.
That's the reason the doors are locked. It's not to keep anyone out, it's to keep Twitter men in.
What is the position of Starbreeze about crunch?
I think, you know, I've crunched in my past, and I don't like it. You know, it's a lot of work, usually on the cost of your health, in order to make a product succeed. Our policy is that we want to take care of our employees, so of course we don't want people to crunch.
Okay.
Simple as that, really.
As you said in the video for the 10 years, you are the first man. You're on the Battlefront when an update come out.
Yeah.
How it is to be the first man to be shoot. Yeah.
No, but you know, for me, it's a great privilege to be in this position where I can be an ambassador for the team, represent the team somehow, whether it's a difficult situation or it's a positive situation. For me, it's always a privilege because I think as a gamer and as a developer, the relationship between players and the developers is very unique and very important. And I'm just happy to be a part of that process and to be able to work with Sebastian and the rest of the community team on making sure you guys are taken care of as much as possible, really. So, of course, has been difficult at times, of course, but that's because we want to do things that are great, and sometimes that's difficult.
We all know what's happened in 2015 now about skins, but community make skins for the game. The workshop is full of good idea, and the question is, maybe can we get some new skins from the community, or it's
like another community save or something like this?
Yeah, sure. Because
I mean, we've done a lot of community saves in the past, and I see no like a real blocker why as to not. But the reason why is because the team is focusing on other things right now. Yeah, and there's no like, no, we should never do that again. Nothing like that.
So
it's
community save can be maybe one day.
Yeah, it depends. It depends. I think, you know, I'm not comfortable sharing any like, oh yeah, maybe in 6 months, you know, because that will create a hype that we maybe can't live up to. But our team consistently reads on Reddit, on Steam, and try to keep in touch with the community and understand what people want and don't want and so on. And we take that with us when we make the decisions. So yeah, but I really appreciate you bringing it up because there are a ton of cool skins out there. Yeah,
for
it's
me,
okay.
For the part.
Thank you so much.
So thank you, ALmir.
Thank you for coming.
You, all the team.
Hope you enjoy your socks. Thank you so much, guys, for tuning in. Great meeting you, Broxton.
Yeah.
Hope you had a good time here.
Yeah, I think all the bad guys behind this camera will be here for Payday 3, and it was a privilege to be here with you, all the team. Thank you.
Thank you.
Nice to see you.